Walk into any group setting and you'll see a collision of energy. Voices rise and individuals jockey for a sliver of airspace, each person attempting to be the dominant frequency in the room. Conventional wisdom suggests we should join in. We are taught that respect belongs to the loudest and the most expressive, that if you aren't dominating the airwaves, you aren't leading. Yet there is often one person who defies this. They rarely speak, yet the moment they do, the room goes silent. No one interrupts them. Every head turns. This creates a logical friction. In a culture that demands we speak up to stand out, the person who speaks the least often walks away with the most authority. This happens because group conversation operates as a subtle, unspoken competition for status and validation. To understand the quiet person's power, we have to look at the mechanics of that competition. Active players often suffer from an inflationary problem, flooding the room with words. As output increases, value decreases. Conversely, psychology assigns higher value to restricted resources. When someone rarely speaks, the brain assumes high quality. This restriction creates a vacuum, demanding attention. While others are busy planning their next sentence, the quiet person is mapping the room. They track body language, the shifts in tone, and the group's underlying energy. Influence is the byproduct of accurately reading this data. By acting as an objective observer, the quiet person speaks from a position of situational awareness that the loud players lack. Group settings are full of social tests. These arrive as interruptions, jokes, or subtle disagreements designed to see exactly how a person will react. Most people react instantly. They feel an impulse to defend their status, snapping back or talking faster to maintain their position in the hierarchy. The quiet person uses a different mechanic, the pause. They absorb the interruption and simply wait. They allow silence to hang before responding. This refusal to be rushed signals emotional control, demonstrating they are not rattled by social pressure. However, silence only works when it is backed by the right internal posture. Insecure silence is a withdrawal driven by fear, while confident silence is a deliberate choice to withhold energy until it is needed. A room can sense the difference immediately. Authority is granted when the group recognizes that a person's silence comes from a position of strength rather than social anxiety. By refusing to compete for laughs or dominance, the quiet person steps outside the standard hierarchy. They aren't trying to win the game, which makes them the only person in the room who isn't performing. This detachment allows for absolute precision. They can strip away the rambling and the over-explaining that others use to prove their worth. They also utilize the pressure of dead air. When a silence goes unfilled, active competitors become uncomfortable. They begin to direct their focus and curiosity toward the quiet person, hoping for a cue on how to proceed. Rushing to fill every silence is a losing strategy. It reveals a need for external validation that actually dilutes a person's presence in the group. Impact, not volume, dictates how much weight a group gives your words. In your next interaction, try stepping outside the game. Observe dynamics, speak with intention, and let the gravity of your silence do the heavy lifting.